Hello everyone and welcome back to another Warcraft 3 gameplay cast with me, Thendis32. Let me get the sounds and everything all ready. That way you can hear all the death and destruction. I got ourselves what looks to be a very promising game between two very highly skilled players. And before I introduce them, in case you didn't know, I had a pretty nice interview with Yaz, the same Yaz from the Back to Warcraft casting team. It is uploaded onto my YouTube channel, so if you would like to watch it, you can find it there. And nothing's official yet, but I've been having some talks with some higher-ups on the Korean Warcraft 3 team, a first. And there might be a chance I can become like a team caster in a way, but like I said, nothing's official yet. So let's just hop down into this game. Spawning as the Grey Human. He is the one, the only. It is Yumiko. And his opponent, spawning as the Yellow Orc. No, it's not Lin, sadly, but it's someone who's also good. It is Xiaokk. Xiaokk. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with his name later on. Xiaokk. 'Cause I know Asians pronounce their XI as shy. Except like how Americans would do it like cat, like make like a Q noise, if that makes any sense. But it's Xiaokk. Anyway, Xiaokk already mixing things up. We do see a Farseer first out of him. Meanwhile, Yumiko going for the standard Archmage first and is going to do the Militia Creep on the Goblin Laboratory. And we all know that human players like to expand, so Yumiko might try to go for a quick expansion one of these two spots. Now the point of the Farseer first was to pretty much do some harassment, I would believe, and Xiaokk unfortunately sending his peon in the wrong direction, as there are 4 different places that the players can spawn. Might be just a little bit too loud for me. There we go. Alright, Yumiko does get the full creep, gets rune bracers, not the greatest item versus orc, might be sold, could be kept. At higher levels, that chain lightning from the Farseer can be quite strong. Xiaokk now knows Yumiko's spawning position. And if Yumiko doesn't go for an expansion and does take up to tier 2, there is a chance for a sky push. For those of you that don't know what a sky push is, it's where the human techs up, either gets a Beastmaster or Firelord. I've seen both as the second hero, and they do a tower push onto the orc base and try to hit it a nice time when Orc doesn't have many units, but Xiaokk has to be very careful with this Farseer here. Yumiko trying to shoo away. And if Yumiko is going to go for an expansion, one peasant goes down from the Spirit Wolf. Oh, and the Archmage caught in a very bad spot. Can Xiaokk be able to get a kill on it? Meanwhile, the Farseer taking loads of damage. Both players using their TPs. I think Yumiko wasn't really needed to use his TP, but he decides to do it anyway. Out of safety. He's going to build a shop real quick. Meanwhile, Xiaokk building one of his own. So it's going to be a while before these heroes can heal up.
A player's forces are under attack.
Xiaokk sending on a group of Spirit Wolves here. Is he going to try to get the Archmage? I don't think he'll be able to get it. Oh, no, he's going in. Maybe try to get some weaker peasants. Meanwhile, the Archmage healing up with the healing scroll. And the shot for Xiaokk almost done. Meanwhile, his tech to tier 2 is about 3/4 of the way done. You do get a very fast tech as orc. Although he didn't do the Farseer fast tech strat where you pretty much don't get any grunts. Ooh. Okay, how much stuff you got? Yumiko did tech up to tier 2. So, no expansion for him right away, and I think he is going to militia creep the Null Overseer camp. So that does leave the potential of a possible sky push, although I don't think it'll be well. Xiaokk's tech's quite ahead, so he is going to be able to hopefully get some units out. Yeah, Yumiko's tech's actually quite delayed. Maybe he was thinking about expanding, then he thought better of it later on. I don't know. I'm not the pro Chinese player.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yumiko's very close to level 3. If he could get level 3, level 2 water elementals would be pretty nice to deal with these pesky orcs and these pesky wolves. Alright, Xiaokk continuing to put some pressure on. Yumiko going in. The Farseer gets surrounded with no TP. Nice pick off by Yumiko. That Farseer will die. Giving level 3 to Yumiko. Oh, but Yumiko uses the water elemental spell before getting level 2. A little bit of a mistake there. And Xiaokk actually getting a Dark Ranger as the second hero choice. Wow, I don't think I've seen that too many times. Dark Ranger's second for an orc. Let's see how this goes. Xiaokk is getting his double bestiary, so no Spirit Lodge, no Spirit Walkers. So if Yumiko can get some sorceresses out, get that slow, Xiaokk won't be able to disenchant him.
A player's forces
But double bestiary could mean wyverns, or maybe just try to do a bit of raider run-bys. I know orc players like to do that, where they'll use raiders and try to snipe the town hall of the human player. And I believe that peasant's stuck. Alright, the Farseer is back out. Level 1 heroes don't take too long in the altar. And Yumiko trying to put some pressure with his Archmage. Gotta be careful, no TP. The Archmage does have boots of speed though, so that horse is quite fast. Got a new pair of horseshoes. Alright, meanwhile Yumiko now hitting tier 2. Really doesn't have much wood to get his structures or his second hero. So that's one of the reasons I think a sky push won't be happening here. Oh, but a water elemental getting caught out and surrounded. Oh, not surrounded. Almost surrounded. There we go. Giving a little bit of experience to Xiaokk's heroes. Meanwhile, in the world of Xiaokk, we have some pesky water elementals trying to do some damage, forcing the peons to be in the burrow. Yumiko does scout the double bestiary. He doesn't know if it's wyverns yet, although I'm pretty sure he assumes. I mean, Yumiko's been playing this game long enough to know what's going on. And he sees this wyvern. He does have 2 guard towers to defend. He's starting to get Griffin Aviary. We do say a Mountain King is the second hero choice. These 2 towers should do pretty nice to shoo away these wyverns, as Xiaokk does not have that big mass of amount. And it looks like he's supply capped a little bit. Oh, it's gonna start bat production already. Did Xiaokk scout that Griffin Aviary? He did scout it. Nice. Meanwhile, Yumiko, Archmage and Mountain King with some footmen. It's gonna go in for the creep check. Not sure if it's a good one though. We do see Stormbolt going on the wyverns, and if the water elementals can focus them down, those wyverns drop fast. Xiaokk gonna use the speed scroll here. Oh, is the Mountain King gonna get a Stormbolt? Does, snipes the wyvern. Dark Ranger caught a little bit of a bad spot. Farseer hitting level 2. Ah, I thought he tried to surround his own water elemental. I was like, what are you doing, Yumiko? And the Force Trollord's still alive, so they're known to tend to drop some pretty decent items for an orange camp.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Xiaokk trying to creep the mercenary camp, but Yumiko going in for a second creep jack. Alright, Stormbolt going down onto the grunt. Xiaokk, he needs to be careful with his wyverns. Plenty of water elementals for Yumiko. His Archmage is sucking on the clarity pot. Alright, Stormbolt onto the wyvern. Even level 1 Stormbolt does quite a bit of damage to him. I can only imagine level 2. Wyvern is alive. More and more wyverns being produced. I'm not sure where that bat went. There's the bat. 1 bat out for Xiaokk. Meanwhile, Yumiko is starting to switch into some casters. I think that Griffin Aviary was kind of a mind game, I would think. I mean, I don't see. Okay, there's 1 Dragonhawk. But the bat's gonna detonate on him. Almost killing him. Can Xiaokk get that killing blow on the Dragonhawk? He's flapping. That bird is flapping. He does not want to die. He's going. He's running. And he'll live.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level 2 on the Dark Ranger of Xiaokk. Ooh, we even start to see some riflemen come out of Yumiko. So Yumiko might be transitioning into the rifle casters, which is going to be very nice, as bats really are kind of worthless versus that, compared to Dragonhawks, where they can simply detonate on them. And right now the food supplies are looking for 46 for Xiaokk, because there's a Xiaokk and a Xiaokk, so I have to make sure I make that K noise, versus 45 of Yumiko.
A player's forces are under attack.
Slippers of Agility, not a bad item for the Dark Ranger. A little bit of a damage boost. Both players creeping away. Twisted Meadows is a big creep full map, as there is enough creeps for 4 players. Scourge Bone Chimes and Mountain King quickly sold away. Upgrade wise, 0-0 versus 0-0. Yep. No upgrades for either players, although we do have +1 damage for the rifleman on the way for Yumiko. Where Xiaokk doesn't even have a war mail, so he couldn't get upgrades if he wanted. Ooh, but hilarious Flute of Accuracy on the Farseer. Very nice item, giving more damage to those wyverns if they can get close enough so I can show y'all. Wait, do wyverns not get the flute accuracy bonus? I think they would. I don't see why not. They're ranged units. There we go. +4 damage on the wyverns. Level 3 on the Dark Ranger. The Forest Aurora drops another Flute of Accuracy. More than likely going to be sold. So we do see a level 3 Dark Ranger, level 3 Farseer versus a level 2 Mountain King and a level 4 Archmage. So I'd say the hero levels are about even-ish. So we do see more and more casters on the way for Yumiko. 50 supply versus 58. Xiaokk not even waiting to break that upkeep. And he's got quite a bit of a wyvern mass here. Yumiko's going to have to do a good job to focus him down, as it looks like Xiaokk's going to go in for a little pressure, going to speed scroll right on in there. So far, only 2 guard towers. The wyverns can focus him down. Xiaokk sending skeletal minions. Make sure Yumiko didn't have a sneaky expansion. Only 1 tower left. Yumiko's running back. He's going to have to try to defend. Can he do it? That's the question, because that looks like a strong orc force here. Alright, Dragonhawk coming in, entangling, ensnaring one of the Dragonhawks, but the silence from the Dark Ranger stops that. Alright, Militia being pulled. All I hear is the noise of Militia dying left and right. Now Xiaokk has a pretty nice position in Yumiko's base, and the Mountain King getting blocked using the invuln pot, though. Dragonhawk goes down, and Xiaokk using Yumiko's base against him in a way. This air army does not get blocked up by the buildings of Yumiko. Alright, Militia getting sniped out from the wyverns. And Xiaokk gonna try to kill the production of Yumiko.
The town is under siege.
And so far, Yumiko really can't get a good position in on this. His own base layout kind of screwed him there. Alright, silence going down onto the Mountain King. Well, the Mountain King's taking a lot of damage. Healing pot is switched over to him, though. Chain lightning from the Farseer. And the Mountain King does get sniped. Level 4 on the Farseer. Alright, Mountain King being resurrected. Alter. Level 3 hero is going to take a little bit of time, though. Dark Ranger, meanwhile, hitting level 4.
The player's forces are under attack.
And I didn't know Xiaokk got tier 3. I was like, how is there wyvern poison? What? Xiaokk is at tier 3? He's going to kill the production. So far, Yumiko can only build riflemen for now, but he doesn't even have enough gold, as all of his peasants have been pulled off the gold mine and lumber for so long. Alright, this Farseer Xiaokk is getting focused. And even if he has to TP out, he's definitely done quite a bit of economic damage to Yumiko, which is going to take quite some time for Yumiko to catch up on, but Xiaokk continuing to do the damage, keeping the Farseer in the back. Alright, Water Elementals sniping at some Wyverns here. They are level 3 Water Elementals, and Xiaokk gonna now TP away. But the economic damage has been done. 54 gold, 52 wood at 32 supply. And that's going to take quite a bit to catch up on. Although Xiaokk himself doesn't have that great of gold, he's been over upkeep for quite some time here. Farseer is healing up, and Xiaokk, by the looks of things, wants to continue to pressure, does not want to give Yumiko that breathing room he desperately needs. The Mountain King is almost out of the altar. He will come out with one Stormbolt in his arsenal. It's going to take a little bit of time, although Brilliance Aura does speed up that.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, and the slows from the Sorceress going down. Some Rifleman here, but nice Wyvern Micro out of Xiaokk. The Mountain King is back out. We do see and snare from the Dragonhawk, but it is silenced and chain lightning to death. We even see peons being pulled here from Xiaokk. I'm not sure why they were pulled. Oh, Xiaokk and a speed scroll right into Yumiko's base. Very nice. I don't know what the word would be, but Xiaokk, I guess Kane knowledge. Knowing that Yumiko can't really fight easy inside his own base. Oh, but the Archmage getting level 6. Mass Teleport, although it's a great spell, it's not a great spell for this position. Stormbolt onto the Dark Ranger of Xiaokk. The Mountain King maybe going to try this slow Stormbolt tactic. But there's so many Wyverns here. Farseer getting level 5. Level 3 Shadow Wolves into play now. They're invisible unless they attack some. Alright, Yumiko trying his best to hold on here. Xiaokk even building a shop in the middle of Yumiko's base. He is planning for a long siege here. Level 5 on the Dark Ranger. More and more Water Elementals coming in. And Yumiko wisely using the Water Elementals to try to snipe those Wyverns. The less and less Wyverns there are, the easier it will be to push this back. And so far he's doing just that. Mountain King getting level 4. The Dark Ranger is very low, but a Stormbolt onto the Farseer. The Farseer goes down. And is this what Yumiko needs to try to get back into this? Alright, Mountain King picking up a healing pot. It still doesn't look good for Yumiko, although that was a very nice pick off of the Farseer. Can Xiaokk hold? Oh, long range Stormbolt on the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger! Dark Ranger! Dark Ranger goes down. Level 7 on the Archmage. Oh man, and that is what Yumiko needed. Xiaokk losing both of his heroes. Level 5 heroes are going to take quite a bit of time to revive in the altar. But there's still these Wyverns here. They still pose a threat. Level 3 Brilliant Star does mean quite a bit of Stormbolts and Water Elementals though. And Xiaokk wisely backing him off. Can Yumiko come back? Yumiko's economy is still not looking good. He's at 16 supply versus Xiaokk's 38. The main gold mines are starting to run low, so either these players are going to have to end this soon or they're going to have to expand to try to keep this game going.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh, and the Wyvern getting caught out and slowed. It's the Mountain King's trying to snipe him with his Stormbolts. He still doesn't have level 3 Stormbolt though. Xiaokk wisely making the Wyvern go over the air. As long as these Wyverns stay over the trees, those Mountain Kings and Sorceresses cannot reach him. We even see Shaman being added into this. I think he wants the Shaman for the purge, so they can purge on those Water Elementals, make them drop quite a bit of health, actually. And the Farseer almost resurrected. I don't even think Xiaokk can afford to resurrect the Dark Ranger. And her silence is going to be pretty important with that Mountain King. Hell, even the Water Elementals from the Archmage. So I would say he desperately needs that Dark Ranger. As she is going to be resurrected at the altar. Once again, level 5 will take some time. I still think Xiaokk's a little bit ahead, but with the gold mines running out, maybe Yumiko can pull this out, relying on his spells and summons. His human summons and spells are quite strong, although Yumiko still has quite a bit of chunk of gold in his gold mine, as he has not been able to mine from it for quite some time here. Yumiko, he knows he needs to get his economy back up, camping there with his heroes. Xiaokk trying to send in some harassment wolves. Yumiko does not see him. They are invisible. Oh, now that Yumiko knows about him, Xiaokk knows he can't really get much damage done with them, though, so no luck there. And Xiaokk gonna try to creep a red spot, possibly. See what the super duper item from the Forest Troll Warlord will be. And the super duper item is Orbit Darkness. It could be a good or bad thing. A little boost of damage, and of course it works like the Dark Ranger's Black Arrow. Any unit that Farseer kills should turn into a skeleton. You know, the Dark Ranger's almost out of that altar. Still got a good chunk of time left. Xiaokk wisely banking under that 50 food as his gold mine is now out. Yumiko still got 3,600 in his. Xiaokk could long distance mine if he clears one of these closer gold mines. He does have enough resources to build a great hall to try to expand.
A player's forces are under attack.
Xiaokk controlling the map right now, creeping the other red spot, and this super duper item will be Staff of Silence. Very nice. So not only does he have the silence from the Dark Ranger, he now has a staff where he can manually silence. You get it. It's been a long day. You all get it. You understand. Dark Ranger is back out now. And Xiaokk, not sure what his plan is, whether he wants to expand or try the end of the game now. Yumiko starting to rebuild his production. He's had no choice but to really camp in his base and slowly rebuild. Humans are resilient in this game. Alright, Xiaokk, I don't know, maybe try to clear the gold mine, build a great hall, or continue to build units, but at least long distance mine with the peons. That way you're getting some form of gold income. At least that would be my logic, but then again, I'm not as good as them. We even see some spirit walkers going in, so yeah. Xiaokk selling some items, trying to... Oh, tiny great hall. There we go. So he will be expanding. Some Mountain Kings picking up a TP. Invulnerability potion. Xiaokk using these Shadow Wolves to keep tabs. So he does see that Yumiko is starting to rebuild. His economy looks like it's back on track now. Oh, and a Sorceress getting caught out. Yumiko knows that there might be an expansion going down here. Talisman Evasion was the item from the Ogre Magi. And yet again, these Shadow Wolves does see Yumiko moving out, so Xiaokk knows this is coming. Is he going to save the Tiny Great Hall or put it down? Looks like he's going to put it down. Those Tiny Great Halls build quite fast. Yumiko shouldn't be able to get a cancel on it. Oh, but the Shaman's getting caught out. Stormbolt on one, Silence going down. And the Purge on a one water elemental, but both of the Shaman are down. And these Wyverns, they can't take much damage, but they're trying their best to focus fire down Yumiko's units here. Level 5 onto the Mount King. Level 3 Stormbolt now in play. And Xiaokk trying to back off. Meanwhile, his Great Hall is up and running. Maybe try to build some defensive burrows, defensive towers, defensive anything. The Mount King with the silence is taking quite a bit of damage. And we've got the Dark Minions coming in here. So many water elementals. These water tarns doing a lot of damage to Xiaokk's units. But Yumiko doesn't have many himself, neither does Xiaokk. Both players relying on their heroes here. Stormbolt going down onto the Wyvern. Silence going down onto the Mountain King, though. And both players are pretty much out of units here. Summons and heroes are all that's left for both of these players. The Farseer getting storm bolted. Can he use the invul pot in time? He does, but the Mountain King uses one for himself. Alright, now the Mountain King, plenty of storm bolts left. Oh, Xiaokk's gotta be careful with the Farseer. The Mountain King's trying. He's trying. He can't get it. Oh, Xiaokk still has that Staff of Silence. If he can land it just in time. It's gonna be close. The priest trying to go in for the block. Oh, the Mountain King's coming. He has boots of speed, but Xiaokk's Farseer does not. No, the Stormbolt kills the Farseer. He was able to get some Spirit Wolves out, though. The Mountain King does have a TP. Should Yumiko need to use it? Mass Dispel being used. Stormbolt on the other. Level 8 on the Archmage. And things are not looking good for Xiaokk here at the moment. Oh, he does have enough gold to resurrect. Farseer being resurrected at the Nuclear Tavern, but mass teleport from the Archmage. And the Stormbolt onto him. And the Farseer just dies again. Level 6 on the Mountain King. Oh, I forgot about mass teleport. Oh, very nice play by Yumiko there. Can Xiaokk get back in this game? Farseer's gonna be resurrected at the altar. And Xiaokk's down to his Dark Ranger, who's getting slowed and caught up by the casters. The Mountain King with basically unlimited Stormbolts. He is silenced though, but it is dispelled. Stormbolt on the Dark Ranger. And more than likely she will fall. Dark Ranger down. Xiaokk losing all of his units. And it looks like this is Yumiko's game to win here. So he is going to go for the expansion of Xiaokk. Although Xiaokk definitely had the economy, he just did not have the units needed. Oh, even Blizzard being used by Yumiko with his level 8 Archmage and his level 6 Mountain King. Things are definitely not looking good for Xiaokk. If he loses this expansion, GG's called. That was a pretty sweet game. If you like this cast, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to watch me play Warcraft 3, follow me at Twitch at ThenDis32. I will catch you guys later.